has launched similar attacks in the past. In 1981, Israeli warplanes bombed a nuclear reactor in Iraq, and last year took out a suspected nuclear site in Syria. U.S. officials confirm Israeli Prime Minister Olmert pushed for possible airstrikes in a White House meeting with President Bush 2 weeks ago. While the U.S. pursues a diplomatic solution, Bush has not ruled out the military option.
I think it also sends a signal to Tehran that the United States may not actively support an Israeli military strike, but they're not going to stop it.
U.S. military officials warn, however, that airstrikes on Iran could have devastating consequences in the Middle East and here at home. Iran could step up attacks against U.S. forces in Iraq, unleash a wave of terrorism through the radical group Hezbollah, and wreak havoc on the world economy by disrupting the flow of oil out of the Persian Gulf.
Gasoline prices would at least double, maybe triple from current levels if we were to see a price spike in crude oil to $300 to $400 a barrel.
Late today, the head of the International Atomic Energy Agency, Mohammed El-Baradei, warned the Middle East would explode into a fireball and threatened to quit if Israel attacked Iran.
You're super
That and concerns about the financial sector sent Wall Street sharply lower today. The Dow lost more than 220 points on the day, closing below the 12,000 mark for the first time in 3 months. New evidence of the high price of gas and a struggling economy are country's automakers have been forced to shift gears on what has been the best-selling vehicle in the country. Some suburban Chicago tonight was literally raining on the auto industry.
Driving
buyers away from SUVs
you want
and
any of it?
And into smaller and more fuel-efficient cars.
I have not seen a slowdown like this in almost 20 years.
This year, sales at Ford, GM, and Chrysler are down between 11 and 19%. So Ford is delaying the rollout of its redesigned F-150. The company is also cutting back production of trucks and SUVs, while building more cars and fuel-efficient crossover utility vehicles. Models still in demand.
We did put more focus and emphasis on supplying crossovers to smaller vehicles due to the price increases.
Detroit's automakers are scrambling to build more high-mileage vehicles, but retooling factories to make cars, not trucks, will take 6 to 12 months and billions of dollars. And as showrooms stay quiet, Wall Street will increasingly talk about whether or not Detroit can steer its way to profitability.
Well, you can never rule out a bankruptcy. However, things would have to get much worse for an extended period of time before we'd see something like that happen.
Just how slow are auto sales right now? A new estimate this afternoon puts June auto sales dropping 25%, and that would bring it down to the lowest level since 1992.
All right, Bilbo, thanks so much. I'll get inside. Scientists at NASA say there has been a stunning discovery on Mars. Ice we can actually see. It's a breakthrough that might answer the ever-intriguing question, is there life on Mars? And this is Tom Costello.
The photographic evidence, say scientists, is now conclusive. There, in 2 8-inch trenches dug by the Phoenix lander, ice on Mars. The picture on the right was taken 4 Martian days after the picture on the left. Watch the time lapse. What they have were ice crumbs on the bottom left disappeared after 4 days. Evaporated. Salt doesn't do that. Peter Smith is the lead scientist.
Today we're proving beyond a shadow of doubt that the hard whitish material we've seen under the lander and in 2 trenches we've dug is actually ice, water ice.
The ice was discovered in Mars' northern hemisphere, about 68 degrees latitude, the equivalent of northern Canada on Earth. Scientists believe up to a quarter of Mars may be covered in an ice sheet. And water, as we all learned in school, is the critical ingredient to life on Earth. So the Martians the possibility of Mars has captured the imagination of us Earthlings for more than a century.
All kinds of strange things have been imagined about Mars, and now we're getting the ground truth. This is literally the ground truth.
And researchers say the Martian soil has also surprised them, more sticky and clumpy than they expected. So could there be life under or in the soil? To find out, the lander will scrape off some ice samples, put them in an oven, and heat them to 1,800 degrees. Then analyze the vapors for minerals or organic materials that could sustain life.
On Mars.
And maybe by summer's end. Tom Costello, NBC News.
My
Washington.
baby's tired.
Our nightly news continues on this Friday evening.